Welcome to Childhood Trash, a dumpster dive into our childhood nostalgia, where we re-examine some of the most influential media from our youth in order to answer the question, tragic or nostalgic. I'm your host, Maggie Keating, joined by my co-host,
Pia LaPlaca.
Hi, Pia.
Hi, Maggie.
So what are we doing today?
We are, I was about to say watching Dance Academy. No, we already watched Dance Academy. We are now talking about Dance Academy Season 1, Episodes 16 through 20. Right?
Yes.
I'm sorry, that didn't sound right in my head.
No.
We are nearing the end. Shit is hitting the fan.
Yeah.
So much happens. This was such a perfect 5 group of episodes because, like, there's such an arc.
Yeah.
And then, like, something crazy happens in the last episode.
Yes.
It's like a cliffhanger. So...
I'm just thinking about it. It's so funny.
You're just, like, freaking out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm excited to get into it.
Me too. Okay. So where do we even begin here?
Okay, so we can start with episode 16. I don't have the titles of these episodes.
I don't either. It's okay.
Episode 16, it's called, like, Party.
It's the party. It's the party.
It's
episode.
the party episode. So it's Kat's 16th birthday, and now we are reminded that these people are so
16
young.
and they're doing crazy
They're
stuff.
so young. They're doing crack cocaine, like truly.
Like pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's Kat's 16th birthday, and she's like, "It's gonna be so great. I'm gonna have a lovely dinner with my parents." And then Lil Natasha calls her up on the phone, and she's like, "Just kidding. We're not coming." But here's like a bunch of money.
Yeah.
Here's like as much money as you would ever need. Have a blast. And Kat's like, her whole thing is like, I don't want presents. I don't want money. Also, like, Tara forgot her birthday. Plot twist.
Terrible
and
friend.
because she's scatterbrained recently.
Yeah.
And she's like, what if I had a party? I have a frouse. Like, what if I had a party?
I have a frouse. I would call it a frib.
A frib?
Free crib.
No! This is one of those things, like, since going to college, I love learning, like, what other people's, like, words
Oh, I love
for
doing
it are.
that too, yeah.
Because, like, for us, it was frouse.
Yes, for us it's frib.
Frib.
Mm-hmm.
But I've also heard, what else have I heard? I don't know, I've heard other variations of the same thing.
When I was reading that, I was like, what do you mean?
It's a frouse.
But it's a frib.
I don't like frib.
I think it's funny. Because, like, that doesn't make, I'm sorry, like, it doesn't make any sense to put FR in front of, like, crib.
Yeah.
I don't know. But it doesn't make sense for her house either. Whatever.
But, like, who calls a place a crib?
That's why it's funny.
Okay.
That's why it's funny. It's like MTV Cribs.
No one's like, come over to my crib. Come over to my frib. Like, no.
Crib tonight. No.
That's great.
Kat decides to have, like, a big birthday party.
And she's like, she ropes Ethan in. She's like, you're going to help me. And Ethan's like, I'm preoccupied with the fact that my girlfriend's cheating on me. She's literally cheating on me. No, he's like, Tara, there's something wrong with Tara. Like, what's going on? Mm-hmm. And Tara, if you didn't know, she kissed Christian. And then she was like, it never happened.
It never happened. But there's a photo.
Because of
fuck-ass Petra.
Because of fuck-ass Petra.
Yeah.
You know, I don't hate Petra, I think, as much as you do.
I thought Petra was such a freak. I thought she was just there to cause problems. And that's what she did.
She's cute. She's cute and sweet. And I like her.
Okay.
But anyway, so then Christian goes up to Tara at one point and he's like, here are my feelings for you. Lay down on a platter.
Yes.
What are you going to do about it? And she's like, see, the thing is, I don't feel that way about you, and I think you should get lost.
And I think you should get lost.
And he basically is like, well, I'm never going to do that again. Mm. So just so you know.
This was your only shot.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And then she gets left and she's like, well, fuck.
Well, fuck. But this party comes around.
And Tara is, like, going to be late to the party. Yeah. And she tells Kat, she's like, I have a private. Like, I can't go.
Like, private lesson, right?
Yeah, sorry.
It's good. It's fun.
Yeah, and Kat's, like, annoyed with her. Mm-hmm. She's like, you forgot my birthday, you're coming late to my party.
Yeah, and, like, Kat is getting closer with Petra while Tara isn't, so there's, like, a little bit of a rift.
Yes.
Before Kat even knows about the cheating.
Exactly.
But she's about to find out.
Yeah. She's like, just come whenever. And so Tara goes off to her private. Kat and Petra set up for the party. They make Jell-O shots. Mm-hmm. Have you ever had a Jell-O shot?
Yes, I have.
I've always wanted a Jell-O shot.
Okay.
They're just little things of Jell-O. There's nothing in them.
When I was in high school, I had a Halloween party with some of my friends, and we wanted to make Jell-O shots because Jell-O shots are fun. Like, basically, like, we didn't want to use too much of it because we didn't want to, like, make a dent in the bottle.
Yeah.
So we made one tray of Jell-O shots with substance and one without.
Yeah.
And we told everybody that the one without had like so much in it, and like we ate the ones with the actual
You just
stuff.
played with the placebo effect.
Yes. Yeah, and it
That's
was
amazing.
funny. It was very funny.
That's amazing because my favorite thing to do at a party is to not drink very much but pretend like I'm really drunk.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. And then actually this year, for one of my suite mates' birthdays, like we had a bunch of like some random girl brought like a whole tray of Jello shots, and then my like suite mate like she put them on this like table we had, but my suite mate like fell and then like tried to pick herself up using the table, and then she knocked the table over, and then there was like Jello shot all over everything for like weeks because we just kept finding more like splatters of Jello shot. That's how I live. I don't know about you, but
It's so different than my life.
Yeah.
Anyway, one person who's really enjoying the Jello shots is Petra. And this will come back later.
Yes. Kat is drunk AF.
Kat is getting drunk AF, yes.
Yeah.
She is like very much drowning her sorrows. She's wearing a funky little hat in this episode.
What's that? A hat? Crazy, funky, I don't know the words.
Crazy, funky, junky hat, overslept, hair slightly, try to look like Keira Knightley. We've been there, we've done that, we see right through your funky hat.
Yeah.
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 I love. Basically, Petra shows the photo.
What? We're not
Wait,
there yet.
no. Sorry. Abigail sees the photo.
Abigail goes to the party.
Yeah. Because she's
Abigail-
nervous about it because she's like, I've never been to a party.
She's
before.
like, what are all these people? Their dancing has no rhythm. They're getting drunk. They're just getting drunk to hook up so they can talk about who they got drunk with and hooked up with. And it's like, Abigail, like, why are you such a buzzkill? And Sammy's like trying to get her to like have fun, loosen up. And they're hanging out like him, and Petra. And Petra's like trying to make a rainbow with her tongue on the Jello shots.
Yeah.
And she's like, fun fact, like Sammy.
Yes.
And so she's like, let me get a picture with Sammy. And so Abigail has her camera, and she looks in her camera and sees the photo of Christian and Tara kissing. And she sends the photo to Kat. And then she takes the picture.
Yes.
So it's exactly like the pro-con list.
Yes.
It's exactly like the pro-con list.
Abigail is kind of always up to no good. But Kat's boyfriend is like kind of a freak, and she's super drunk, and he's trying to take advantage of her. And Christian is like being like, you're so drunk, like you deserve this, like kind of like weird. He's so weird. I don't know. But
Yeah.
basically, in the midst of all of this chaos, Kat ends up kissing Christian because we
I
all been knew.
loved it.
We all been knew that they had a little thing for each other.
They did.
You know, that's like a whole whatever because he just like professes love for Tara. But now Kat's like pissed at Tara because she saw the cheating photo, or she's about to. And Kat and Ethan see the photo.
Well, so Tara comes to the party late, and she finds Ethan. Ethan gives her this beautiful little necklace, and he's like, "I want you to be a bird" or some shit. And then
She wants to fly, learning to fly.
Learning to Fly Part 2. And I found out Learning to Fly Part 2 is that.
Yeah, it is the last episode.
Okay. But she sees Christian kiss Kat,
Yes.
and then like runs away. And then at that moment, Kat sees the photo and shows it to Ethan. And so they're like, oh, that's why
Yeah.
she ran away. And I just, like, no, I don't want any, like, thing good to happen to Tara, to be honest.
Yeah, she's so annoying.
She's the worst.
Yeah, she's the worst.
But I feel so bad for everyone else involved.
Yeah. I know, she just, like, she creates so many, like, she is the problem.
She is the problem.
She is the problem, girl. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Whatever. Tara's a flop. Kat's the best. I love Kat. But, Petra gets sick because she drank too much, and then
Oh, yeah, that was funny.
Christian is, like, in a fight with Kat's boyfriend.
But Ethan breaks it up, and then he keeps his, like, running joke about Christian is that he's the hero, that he keeps, like, saving people.
Yeah. And basically, the party gets busted.
This is one of those I didn't do it style of episodes where it started with the ending. So it was like, ooh, they're all in detention or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
And then it's like, oh, let's find out why.
And it's because they got busted and they get in trouble with the school, and basically Kat gets put on like probation.
Yep.
Where is it that she's not allowed to like dance a little?
No.
I can't remember what it was. I watched these episodes like a really long time ago.
They didn't say anything specific. Like, everyone else has detention.
Okay.
But, like, she's just put on probation. I don't think they said, like, what that meant. But she's on probation.
Yeah. So episode 17.
Episode 17 starts with the weirdest.
This is the weirdest episode,
monologue
period.
ever.
Yeah.
This monologue is Tara being like, I had a lamb. It was my favorite thing in the world. And then I left the gate open and my lamb got fucking murdered.
Oh.
And she's like, and that's how I learned not to leave the gate open.
Oh.
And like, that's like literally what she says.
That's how I learned not to leave the gate open. Oh man, I cheated on my boyfriend and he got really upset and broke up with me. So that's how I learned not to cheat on my boyfriend and lose all my friends. Like, okay.
No, that's literally what happened.
Yeah. The cat is pissed. Cat is pissed and not...
She's literally just like not talking to Tara.
Yeah, and everybody knows about this whole thing now.
Yes, and Sammy's trying to be Switzerland, but he's kind of struggling because he's also going through his own stuff.
Sammy... You don't know what happens at the end of this show, do you?
Or do I?
No, like
I
later
haven't seen it.
seasons?
No.
Okay.
I heard he dies.
Do you want me to confirm or deny?
No, I don't want you to have any reaction.
Okay.
I want to know nothing.
Well, if you heard that...
I've heard a lot of things.
Okay. I'm not saying anything.
But I'm like, anyway.
It's crazy.
I'll get there.
But anyway, yeah.
Oh, this is the Midsummer episode.
Yes,
I love this episode.
This one is so cray, though.
It is so fun.
They're like in the woods performing Midsummer Night's Dream.
Yeah.
And like, why are they in the
Can I tell you
woods?
something about Midsummer?
Yeah.
So I am rereading Midsummer right now.
I've actually never read it.
I read it
would
for the
really
first
like
time
to.
in 6th grade and did not understand it.
Yeah.
And then I read it over the summer for a class, and now I'm reading it again for a class. And I love Midsummer.
Wait, what class?
For Shakespeare comedy class.
Oh, okay. Okay. I will probably never take that, so I'm going to read it on my
It's
own.
a really good class.
I really like
We're reading
the,
all
like,
Shakespeare's comedies.
the whimsical stuff.
So, they're all gonna go commune with nature. And before this happens, Tara finds a picture in her locker, and it's the same photo of her kissing Christian. And she's like, oh, Cat. Cat is trying to, mess with me, or whatever. More on that later. Also, Abigail is, like, failing English, because she's like, I know my strengths. And English is not one of them. And, like, could not be me. That's, like, the opposite of me. Pretty much. And the teacher's like, we're gonna have Sammy tutor you on Midsummer so you can write your paper.
Oh.
And she's like not having it. She basically doesn't let him tutor her, and instead she finds a paper online, which like, oh god.
Don't do that.
But like, don't you wish you could?
Don't you wish? I do wish I could. I can't.
I know.
Me, because I have 20 pages due like by like Saturday. I'm gonna die. Anyway.
I have 1 page due on Tuesday.
Literally K. Literally K. I have to edit 15 pages of something I wrote yesterday. So I'm like on edge. I'm like tweaking right now. But
like Abigail is like the opposite of us. We are doing so much work.
Yeah. So
yeah, I've done some camping. I was a Girl Scout.
I was a Girl Scout too.
But we only went
long.
on 1 camping trip per year.
Yeah, I feel like I always skipped all that. I'm like, in general though, I can get down with some nature.
Oh, I can get down with nature.
I can get down with some nature.
I used to work at like a nature camp. So
Very
like
cute. Yeah, I don't know.
That was my vibe. But I
don't mind the dirt or like bugs or anything like that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I just don't want to like stay overnight.
That's fair.
Anyway, okay, so Kat's dance partner, who's named Sean, who like
he's so
he
weird.
didn't have a name until like this episode.
Yeah. He's in every episode.
He's in every episode, but I don't think he was like important.
Yeah.
But he DJ'd at the party.
Of course.
I
also have a funny story about a DJ, but it's okay. I just have a lot of funny stories today.
That's good. Yeah. He asked.
You know the story.
Cat out.
About how there was a guy in the common room.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you were there. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
He asked Cat out, and Cat's like, no. And he's like, I'll prove my love to you or whatever. And so they're okay. They're on this camping trip. They're in the woods. Abigail is Puck, which I love because it's so her.
Yeah.
She's so mischievous. She's such a little shit.
Yeah. That does make a lot of sense.
It's so, I love her being Puck.
Yes.
Basically, and also if we're keeping up with the Midsummer casting, Tara is Hermia and Kat is Helena. And so like everyone's fighting over Tara. And Helena's like forgotten, which I kind of love.
Yeah.
And basically while they're doing their dance in the woods, Kat and Tara have like an actual fight. Like
literally
punches
they're like falling in the mud.
Yeah.
It's like a whole like chick fight.
I bet
whatever.
guys would love that.
Yeah, I'm sure. But they basically like they don't have any clean clothes to wear because or like they need clean clothes to wear.
They need clean clothes. They go to the showers, and they need clean clothes, and because Petra takes their clothes.
Yes, yeah.
And she's like, you're gonna solve your little bickering. You're gonna like get back together, and
they go to Sean's tent.
Yeah,
and basically they steal some of his clothes,
and they find in his tent all the photos, and Kat's like, see, I told you it wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
And it's like such a weird way to like try to get Kat's attention.
Yeah.
But anyway.
So they like kind of kiss and make up. They're like, Kat's like, you fucked up, but...
This was a time where I was like, oh, I wish this was gay.
I know, right?
I could see it.
Kat totally is bi. I see that.
Yeah.
There was like one episode, I can't remember, there was something that happened. I can't remember. Whatever. It's all okay because Christian has like confessed his love again, but Tara's like, no.
He keeps doing that.
And he said he was never going to do it again. Well, he clearly lied. And
he does it again, and she's like, I just like you as a friend.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know who she's trying to fool.
I don't
I don't
we
know
all
if
know.
she
Everybody
believes
knows.
that. I don't know if that makes her feel better about the situation.
Yeah.
But like, it's... Yeah, but it's what I said. I did predict. I said they're not going to get together right away, and they don't.
Yes.
Last thing that happens in this episode, Sammy kisses Abigail.
And you're rooting for this for so long, so it feels really good when it happens.
I
like them. I like them too.
I like them. Yes.
Yeah, I like them too.
I could see. See, I kind of. Again, the Dance Academy YouTube channel has spoiled me. So I know something that's going to happen.
Do you?
And I just like want to know when it's going to happen.
This show ruins your life when you start watching it because like low-key it's like really fun. So basically
next episode.
That's it. Yeah, next episode. Episode 18.
Do you like my notes?
Yeah, I like the one where it was like Ethan is dating Ricky and it's making me sicky. That was a good one.
I thought that was really funny when I came up with that.
I know, you're like, tee. I'm gonna say that. I said it first, bitch. Like,
it's okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted someone to say it. And Petra's a Taurus. Mm-hmm. How do you feel
You're
about
not a Taurus fan?
No.
Okay.
I've dated a Taurus.
Oh, okay. I keep dating Aquariuses and it's never worked out.
Aquarius men?
Yeah. The last 3 guys I dated were all Aquarius men. All...
See, that should work for us.
They were... I know, I don't
What's
know
your big 3?
Libra.
Really?
Yeah, deadass.
That's awesome.
I feel like that makes sense for me. But yeah, they were all Aquariuses. They all went to Northeastern. They were all computer science majors. They were all average. So that's my pattern. I saw something the other day that was like, it's not your type, it's a pattern. And I was like...
Oh, I saw something the other day that it's like, it's not your type, you just have anxiety.
You just are too comfortable.
Yeah.
So yeah. But no, Tauruses...
Libras don't go well with Tauruses. I think
like
that's why.
I have this one friend from home who's a Taurus, and we've actually been friends for quite a while, but she is like the only good Taurus I've had like a good experience with.
Yeah.
Actually I think my current roommate is a Taurus. And I love her.
That?
We're besties.
You wouldn't
I don't
know
really
that for
know
sure?
the cutoffs and stuff. She's born in May. But like early May. I get along with Leos really well. I've always had like good friendships with Leos.
A lot of Leos.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, side conversation.
Side tangent.
Me and Pia are Libra queens.
Yes. So after the kiss with Abigail and Sammy, they're now smooching on the side. They are
on the low.
On the down low. They're like meeting in a storage closet to make out, but in front of everyone else, like they are being the most mean to each other.
Yeah, it's like it's cray.
Yeah.
But Petra and Abigail, like there's been tension between them.
But now there's more tension.
But now there's more because Petra keeps getting praised and Abigail is pissed because she's had some flops recently with her English class, and she's probably getting distracted in life and the whole like being out of dance for a while thing.
Yeah.
So
there's a side plot in this episode that I couldn't care less about.
Christian?
It has to do with Christian. Yeah. There's this small child who is like auditioning for the junior program, and Christian meets her and he's like, you're alternative and cool. Like I want to be your friend.
You're alternative and cool.
Yeah. And she like auditions and she gets cut out in the first group of episodes.
She deserved it.
And they're like, yeah, she deserved it. And so we basically find out that she is like, remember that like 5-second period where Kat was like working at like a community service thing?
Yes.
She was from that. Mm-hmm. And basically Kat was the one who told her she could do ballet. Yeah. And so Kat basically takes her under her wing, Kat and Christian, to like make her into the prima ballerina that she is. This episode is called Betty Bunheads. Yes. And they basically just like tutor her into being a little perfect ballerina, and then they send her back into the audition room, and then they're like, pew, and then she auditions.
Yeah. Woo!
I don't know whatever happened with that, though.
Yeah, so basically Petra, does she fuck off in this episode? Did she leave?
Petra does not fuck off in this episode. Okay.
Well, she gets offered a chance to go. She gets offered a place at a company in Germany.
Oh, maybe. Oh, she fucks off at the end of the episode.
Yeah, I think so.
I thought you meant in the beginning.
Yeah. And basically she like admits she likes Sammy because she's like gonna leave.
Yeah.
And
basically Tara's like, oh, I can help you with that. Like she doesn't know that he likes Abigail.
Like she knows I think that they're kind of against it. At least in the beginning.
So she takes her on a little date, and Petra learns how to ride a bike.
Yeah.
Which, okay, I have a confession to make.
Can you ride a bike?
I used to know how to ride a bike.
You can't anymore?
I don't think I can anymore.
Oh my god, really?
Yes, it's not like riding a bike. It does not come back to you.
When was the last time you tried?
I tried it during COVID.
Okay, that was a while ago.
But it had been a long time.
Yeah, you should try again. I rode a bike. We should go on a bike ride in the common. That'd be fun.
See, I just don't think I can ride a bike anymore.
That's fair. Okay. I can. So that sucks for you. Petra and Abigail's beef kind of gets squashed because she puts Abigail in her place a little bit. Because it seems like Petra is like trying to take Abigail's spot. Like she has a crush on Sammy and she's becoming the best dancer. And she says, if you put the same amount of effort you do in being mean to dancing, you'd be a better dancer.
She says something like that. I don't know if it's said exactly like that.
But that's pretty true, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, Abigail really does, like, take her time to be, mean to everybody.
Yeah. And she, like, switches the schedules so that they show up on the wrong day. Yeah. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, but basically, like, Petra decides to go to this company in Germany, and before she leaves, she kisses Sammy and takes a picture.
Because Sammy's like, I could date Petra.
Yeah.
Sammy's like not, like, he has no qualms with it. He's just like, because he keeps going to Abigail like, Petra wants to date me. What are you going to do about it? And Abigail's like, I don't care. And he's like, well, I'm going to date Petra now. And she's like, okay.
Mm-hmm. She's like, okay.
Yeah.
But next episode, I think.
Next episode, episode 19.
This one is funny.
This one is so silly.
Yeah. So basically this, like, team, do they play rugby? Are they rugby players?
What are they playing? I have
it's
no
rugby.
idea. Is it rugby? Because it's soccer, but they're using their hands?
Yeah, then it's rugby.
Okay.
That's rugby. The main guy from this team is Zane from H2O. So there's a lot of
except
H2O.
He's blonde.
He's blonde. I think this is after H2O.
I don't
could
know.
be wrong about that, but I feel like it is. I don't know. So they basically are going to visit because, like, you know that, like, whole thing that, like, football players do ballet to, like, be good at, like, agility and stupid shit. That's kind of the same vibe as what's happening here.
Indeed.
So they're, like, making, like, the sports boys are, like, making fun of the ballet boys, but they don't realize how hard dancing is. And so they kind of, like, decide to, like, do, like, a switch, right? Where, like, the ballet boys are going to learn sports, and the sports boys are going to learn ballet, and they're going to, like, do a little, like, they're going to be like, it's not so easy now, is it? Yeah.
Exactly. Abigail and Tara have to do extra private lessons together, and they get, like, pinned up against each other. They get sorry, Kiki. They get pinned against each other in, like, competition because, like, basically the teacher's giving Tara all this praise and Abigail no praise. Mm-hmm. And Abigail gets really upset because she's like, Tara has all this natural talent that she's not doing anything with, and Abigail's, like, trying so fucking hard, but she's not getting the same, like, respect.
Yeah. And
she, in this episode, she is like, Sammy's like, let's DTF, let's define the relationship. And and Abigail's like, no way, Jose. Like,
she's like, it's casual. I'm just like, we're just messing around. It means nothing. So, like, in order to prove that, she, like, calls one of the, like, football rugby guys into the room, like, while he's in the hallway, and she just, like, kisses him, and she's like, see?
And then, like, the next day when she's, like, crying and all upset, he, like, comes over and comforts her, and she's like, it's so hard, like, trying so hard and having other people just be so naturally good.
Yeah.
And so they have, like, a moment, low-key.
The sports boys and they're like training for the ballet stuff. So Kat goes to help them train because she likes the attention that she's getting from them, which is a lot of attention. One of the guys ends up like asking her out.
Ollie. Zane from
H2O, right. And
he asks her out to a Three Stooges showing.
That's very funny.
That's so silly.
I'd be like, no.
No. Like, something else, please.
I'd be like, dinner, coffee? No. We're not watching.
We're not watching the Three Stooges. What year is it?
Who knows? But yeah, so the sports boys do the dance, and they suck. And the ballet guys, did they win?
Score a goal?
They score a goal.
A goal? A point?
Oh my god, I forgot about the end of this episode. Okay, so there's like a lot of foreshadowing here.
This episode or the end of the next episode?
This episode.
Okay.
So there's foreshadowing here because when the ballet guys and the sports guys are playing their game.
Oh, yeah.
They like.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay. At the end of the episode, like I don't really remember who won. It doesn't matter. But basically,
one of sports guys won, but all the ballet people had to do was score one.
Yes, and they're like everyone's happy. It's like sportsmanship.
And they switch shirts.
Yes. Okay.
So all the naked boys.
And basically, this guy from the sports team like hits on Sammy, and he like is like, oh, like I don't like I'm not into that.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's not for me. And he runs over to Abigail and kisses her in front of everybody to be like, I'm into Abigail. I'm not gay. And it's just funny.
You're like, even the way you explain that is like you reading into that.
Well, it puts the idea in his head.
Yeah.
Which I think is very interesting.
Men can be gay?
Men can be gay. I didn't know that, TBH.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Me either. So that's that episode 19. And now
episode 20. I don't remember what this one was called.
I don't either.
So basically, it's a showcase. The showcase is happening.
The end of next episode is so funny. Okay. This episode, sorry.
Oh.
Okay.
It's so funny?
It is funny. It's funny.
Okay.
Okay, we'll talk about it.
You talk about it.
We will. Mm-hmm.
So it's the showcase, which basically means that, I feel like they keep doing this, but like, they...
That's very true. They have to perform in front of the teachers.
Yeah,
again.
they have to perform in front of the teachers and like the, I don't know, what are they called? Like the like higher ups, the administrators.
Yeah, that's good.
And so they're all preparing. Basically, Sammy's the understudy, and he's not very happy about being an understudy. He wants to be like a principal. Tara and Abigail are principals.
Yep, and Abigail like doesn't understand that. But basically, so one of the main plots of this is that the jazz and hip hop numbers get taken out of the showcase.
Yes.
And jazz and hip hop, like, according to like Kat, are like the ones where like they feel like they can express themselves the most and like have the most fun, and it's like important to have like a well-rounded dance education is kind of their argument. But the higher ups don't think that it like matters because it's not really like about technique, at least for hip hop, and it's more about like the fun aspect of it, and obviously like the teachers have to hate that. So Tara like gets really pissed, and not Tara, Kat gets really pissed, and she calls her mom, who's like on the board question mark, and is like, Mom, like, you can't let them do this to us. Like, this is, like, the only thing that, like, I don't know, like, this is, like, really important to us. We get to express ourselves or whatever. And her mom, like, doesn't care at all. But basically, Tara and Christian end up spending some time together this episode, too.
So basically, Tara is, like, Abigail level obsessing over ballet.
Yeah.
In the recent week or whatever. And Sammy and Kat are like, this is your intervention. You need to stop. We don't know you anymore. And so they send her off on a boat ride, and they don't go on the boat ride because that would make sense.
Yeah.
They send Christian on the boat ride with her, which I think, now, is it them giving her their blessing?
I think so. Because I think Kat was right all along that, like, Tara dating Ethan is a bad idea. And, like, they should have done that.
And now he's dating Ricky, which makes me sicky.
Yeah. And, like, it seemed like Kat isn't very serious about any of the, like, crushes or, like, relationships. She's had a few boyfriends. Like,
yeah.
I don't think she would, like, want to, like, put her friendship with Christian in jeopardy when she knows that Tara and him, like, kind of have a thing. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's a yes, that they're, like, spending time together on the beach, and it's, like, very fun, and then they realize that they, like, let time get away from them, and they have to hurry back to make it for the showcase.
And so they're, like, running, and they're sprinting.
And what happens, of course,
But Tara like
falls down
in
the
this
stairs.
dramatic
Yeah.
way.
And she injures her knee. No.
I have no idea.
I think it's her knee.
Nothing looks like it twisted, sprained, or anything.
No, she looks fine.
She
but
looks like she's fine.
But Christian like has to carry her.
He carries her, and
it's so funny.
So silly. And while this is happening, the showcase is happening, and they decide that before the showcase starts, they're gonna do their hip hop dance because they're like, let's show them what we got. And they do their hip hop dance, and basically after that, Kat's mom is like, this is what I was saying. Like, they're not taking hip hop seriously, and that's why you shouldn't pull stunts like this because this is like more fuel to the fire.
Yeah.
And you should have really thought that, like, why did you think that I was against this? Like, I wasn't.
I wasn't. And you didn't. But basically, halfway through the showcase
Of the ballet. So, like, now they're both not in the ballet. So instead, Sammy's doing Tara's part, which is crazy.
Christian and Tara burst into the room, and he's like holding her, and she's like scream sobbing, and it is the funniest, most dramatic thing in the world because she always does this to herself.
Yeah.
Like I can't with her ass.
I just
like,
don't understand why they went into the showcase. Why didn't he like take her to urgent care or something?
like why didn't he like
or call like
leave her outside and like pull somebody out?
Yeah.
Like why make such a scene over it?
It's so dramatic.
It's for the dramatic effect. I always think of that episode where she like falls while she's dancing and then it like freezes right as her face has hit the ground and she's like, it's so funny.
Yeah.
But I thought it was very funny.
Faceplant.
We were like, oh no, like why? But yeah,
I was so annoyed with her. Yeah,
done with her bullshit. I'm done with her bullshit 100%.
They also kissed in this episode. We didn't talk about that.
And
they like are officially like
they're gonna be together. Yeah. Woohoo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go them.
So that's Dance Academy.
That's Dance Academy. We're 16 through 20.
Keep going next time.
We just have 6 more episodes.
Yeah.
6 more episodes.
So.
And then we'll be done.
And then we're gonna finish Kicking It.
Then we're gonna finish
and then that's gonna be done.
And then that's gonna be done. And then we're gonna watch
Luck of the Irish.
Luck of the Irish with our fave. We miss you, Paul.
Come back on the pod.
Come back on the pod. Anyway, thank you so much for listening or watching this episode of Childhood Trash. You can follow us at Childhood Trash Pod on Instagram and TikTok. And you can follow Maggie at Maggie and Keating.
You can follow Pia at Pia La Placa.
We'll see you next Thursday.
Bye.